know what this is giving me? This is giving me a venti mango dragon fruit with lemonade light ice. This is what it's giving me. The colors, like, I gotta do that. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. If you are new here, what's up and welcome. Thank you for checking my video out. I do beauty videos, skincare videos, and basically whatever I feel like filming. So let's get into the look, shall we? Let's get into it. Let's get into this look. Okay, because I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get into it. So I'm already starting with the clean base. I already prepped my skin with the Fenty skin. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. If you haven't checked that out already, please do. I think I'm gonna go for a coral reddish eyeshadow look. So all, if not most of the shadows will be out of this Jamrock palette. I already have my brows on. As you can tell, that's just how I like to do things over here. If you're new, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown and also the UOMA Beauty Baby Hair Precision Brow Pencil. Taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm going to use the shade Tan to prep my eyes today. I use it to clean up the brows and I'm really feeling it. So I'm just going to go straight onto my eyelids with that wand. This is in the shade Tan. This concealer is one of my favorites. It's a very full coverage matte concealer. And I'm using my Morphe E20 to blend this out. To get into my Jamrock palette, I'm going to start with a shade called Danger. It's like a corally red shade. I'm gonna take Danger on a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm gonna start by packing this on the outer corner of my eye. Such a pretty, unique shade. This will look fire all over the lid. Now that I have the shade Danger on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with the next shade called Trini. Trini is this nice peachy shade. I'm gonna take Trini on a large Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna lay that right in the middle of my eye. So I'm stuck on what color to put in this inner corner. I was gonna put like a white, but now I'm like, kind of don't want to go there. I took a white eyeshadow named Dance in this palette, and I'm popping that on the inner corner just to see if I like. I can roll with this. So I put Dance, a white eyeshadow, in the inner corner, and I kind of faded it into Trini. So now I'm going to take a Morphe M506 brush. I'm going to take the shade Goody, which is this burgundy shade, and I'm going to pick that up on my Morphe M506, and we're going to pop that on the outer corner. This is just going to add a little bit more depth to the eyeshadow. I'm just using very small amounts of this eyeshadow as well, just in case I don't like it. I'm gonna pick up a clean fluffy brush to try to diffuse those edges. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Danger. I'm gonna take the shade Trini again. I'm gonna go back in with all my colors just to reinforce that pigment. I'm gonna take a little bit of Danger and kind of graze that inner part. Going back in with a little bit of Dance, and this shade is really going to help brighten up the eye. I'm taking a Morphe M456, taking a clean fluffy brush. Okay, I like what I have on right now. I kind of want to add a hint of yellow to the brow bone. Am I bugging? I'm gonna do it. I hope this look come out fire, because right now I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I think yellow on the brow bone looks fire in my opinion. So I'm going to take this on a Morphe M563 brush. I'm going to go on my JUVIAS ZULU palette and take this yellow shade. I'm going to make this yellow work. Hopefully. Let me not be too confident. Nah, the yellow will work. Just a kiss. Like, I'm not even really putting that much. I just want like a little bit of yellow. Some people I know don't like their shadow close to the brow bone, but I'm a fan of it now. Just gonna go in with a little bit of Danger on a Morphe M505, M507, my fault. Just to make sure we didn't lose that first initial shade that we placed. I don't want to lose any of these colors. Going back in with Dance because you know me. Always going back on my eyeshadows. Alright, this is taking a lot of back and forth. I kid you not. So I'm gonna do this eye off camera. I'm gonna do the same exact thing and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm liking how this is coming out. I don't know the vibe it's giving me, but it's giving me something. I'm just trying to make sure that they are identical now. Let me know what you guys are up to. How are you all doing? Talk to me down below. I want to know. Feel free to leave any comments down below, even if you just want to say hi. So while I was off camera, I actually did line my lash just on the outer corner a little bit with Goody. And I'm just going to make sure I add a little bit more. Using a flat definer brush, this is the Lexluu 221. I'm just going to take Goody and press that onto my lash line. I'm going to use my beloved Garnier waterproof micellar cleansing water. I already primed with my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. And per usual, I like to set my primer, so I'm going to use my AIRSPUN Translucent Extra Coverage Face Powder. And I'm going to use a damp sponge for this. I do this in every single video, so if you haven't checked out one of my videos before, you guys should go check them out. This is not going to make the foundation cakey. You just want to put a nice light layer to absorb all of that excess oil. I'm going in with the JUVIAS I Am Magic foundation in the shade Casablanca. Please don't be alarmed. Listen, I'm fully aware I look crazy, okay? This foundation loves to mess with me because it does not look like this in person. This foundation does look a bit weird every time I put it on, but it was looking extra crazy in this video. I'll insert a photo to let y'all know that I'm not bugging and I looked good in real life, okay? The lights was violating me, and check out my Instagram because I have used this foundation in the past. So this foundation looks light on camera, but I promise you it's really not that light. I really like this foundation. I just feel like the undertones look really weird. Like it has to oxidize on my skin for me to know if it's suitable or not, because from the swatches from Jump, I cannot really find the perfect shade. I always have to try them on, blend them, see how they oxidize and see if it works for me. Now for contouring. Contouring and highlight is like one of my favorite things to do, since I feel like my contour and highlight techniques have improved. I'm gonna take the ColourPop No Filter foundation stick. I love this foundation stick for contouring. It's my favorite things, that's why I always use it. Now with this Morphe E62 brush, this brush is made for nose contouring and it's pretty good. Just gonna cut the bottom of the nose, add that shadow there, go from the tops of my brows down. Alright, that's a good nose contour today. For concealer today, what am I using? I'm gonna use my UOMA Beauty Stay Woke Brightening Concealer. This is in the shade Bronze Venus T2. The formula of this concealer is so nice. It's very creamy. The doe foot applicator is nice. The shades. I did a review on this concealer in my video where I tested black owned makeup brands. So check that out if you guys haven't already. So I'm just gonna take this down my nose. Boom. I was actually on the phone during this part, but I'm just gonna speed through and do my highlight and contour routine as I usually do. I just took my Tarte Tan concealer and I just placed that on the innermost corners of that first concealer I applied underneath my eyes, and I also placed a concealer on top of wherever I have placed that darker concealer that I first used. I did film a highlight and contour video, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be showing you guys how I personally like to highlight and contour, or highlight and bronze, but subscribe to my channel, keep a lookout for that video so you know exactly what I mean. Here I'm taking my Juno & Co sponge and I'm just blending out my concealer underneath my eyes. So I like to use two different cream contour sticks, and I'm actually going to go more in depth in explaining why in my highlight and contour video if you guys are curious. So this is my Fenty matchstick in the shade Truffle. This is what I like to use on top of that first contour I used. Okay, alright. Okay, everything is looking good. I'm taking my Hoola Benefit bronzer, and this is in the shade Caramel. Such a good shade. And this is my, what is this? This is my Real Techniques blush brush. I remember the days where I didn't wear bronzer. I don't know what I was thinking. Do you guys prefer bronzing or contouring? Or honestly, it's okay. Do you know the difference? Because bronzing and contouring is actually two different things, and a lot of people actually get those two confused. I personally like bronzing more than contouring, but if I could get that like 2-in-1 kind of look, that's cool too. So now I'm gonna bake. I'm actually gonna use my Sasha Buttercup powder. I love this powder. The reason why I stopped using this powder was because I felt like it wasn't my shade. Maybe I was just extremely light at the time, but there's two Buttercups. There's actually like the original one, and then there's a light one. I feel like I should have got the light one low-key. So let's see. I'm just gonna blend out the creases underneath my eye. Make sure it's smooth as possible. I feel like it's not as brightening as my banana from Fenty. My banana powder from Fenty is definitely a brightening powder, but this still looks good. It's a more natural tone, like I could still use it. However, if it's not light enough for my liking, I'll just go in with that banana powder from Fenty right on top. Okay, so my camera died, but I just added my Sasha Buttercup powder to everywhere that I added concealer, but I actually forgot to do a little bit on my nose, so I'm just gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna take the smallest amount. Okay, now for the lower lashes. I think I'm gonna do a purple. So now I'm stuck. I don't know if I want to do a lavender eyeliner, a white eyeliner, or the purple one that I was originally gonna pick up. So now I have to choose from these three colors. I feel like the purple would just make it like sultry. The white would really pop, but honestly white never really works well. I think I'm gonna go with the lavender eyeliner. This is the lavender eyeliner from ColourPop in the shade Crybaby. And baby, I hope I don't cry from putting this in my eye. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think this is what y'all see. Did y'all see how that brightened up the eye just now? I don't know if y'all could tell. Yeah, this is cute. Let's hope it stays cute. I'm gonna actually take Goody, that dark purple shade. Now I'm taking Goody on a Morphe M507. I'm gonna slightly drag that into the inner corner. I'm also gonna connect that to that top shadow. Chef's kiss. I'm just gonna dust out this baking powder. This baking powder is definitely not as light as my Fenty, so I'm just gonna run it over with the Fenty real quick. Like, the base still looks good, don't get me wrong. I just would like the more brightened effect. Okay, so I got my baby out. This is the banana powder from Fenty, if you don't know already. So I'm just gonna take my Shein brush, knock off that excess, and watch this powder lift the eye. Just gonna add this right over the Sasha Buttercup powder. Just gonna cut underneath the nose. Yeah, I love this powder. I really do like the Sasha, but even when I'm super tan, I just feel like it doesn't give that brighten effect that I want. I'm gonna buy the Sasha Buttercup in light because I really do miss that powder. I'm just gonna blur out those outer edges just to make sure that they're not harsh. I originally was going to do like a white eyeliner with like a glittery iridescent shimmer on top of that eyeliner, but now I'm just going to use that shimmer iridescent color on the inner corner of my eye if it, you know, if it looks as good as I'm thinking in my head. Let me cut underneath real quick too. Not too much, but you know, I love me this powder. What is your favorite powder to bake with? I want to try out the Huda Beauty powder. I'm going to try to put this NYX face and body glitter on the inner corners of my eye, and this is in the shade Ice. Icy Wifey. I don't know if you guys, will the camera pick up how pretty this shadow is? It's like a nice iridescent shadow. And I'm not going to put no glitter adhesive or anything because I don't want it to be like pow. I kind of just want it to be sporadic. You know what? I think I'm going to use my Fenty for this. It wasn't sticking as well as I hope it would. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm. And it's this gorgeous shimmer that I love to put on the inner corner. It just looks so wet and dewy. Woo! I'm getting emotional over here. I don't know. I'm really messing with this look. So I'm just gonna use some mascara. This is my L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. I wish the face was more chiseled today, but it's okay. Actually no, I lied. I'm gonna add some more contour because that's what I would do. Can I add just a little bit more bronzer? Now for blush, I'm gonna try, do I want to try a cream blush today? Do I want to be risky? Yeah, let's get risky. I'm gonna use this. It's actually from Shein in the shade Torrid. This is a dupe for the NARS, and NARS, I'm sorry, but for the price point, I cannot refuse. I cannot refuse for this price point. Yeah, this is the blush. I'm sorry, but this was too good to pass up over that $30–40 blush. I quickly returned that blush because this was it for like $250. Come on. So I can't find the other Sephora blush that I really wanted to use. It was called Love Child. So now I'm just going to use the shade Too Hot. This is the Sephora blush in the shade Too Hot. It's a nice peachy cute blush too, but I was really looking forward to, actually no, I lied. Nah, this blush is it. Nah. What? This blush, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't used to use blush too. Shit, what was I doing? Just adds a nice blush to the cheeks, and it ties really well with this eye look, for real. Relax, don't get too excited. That's when things go wrong. Okay, got the blush going. Kind of want to get blush crazy today. I'm gonna use what little I have left of my Morphe Continuing Setting Mist, and I'm gonna apply some highlighter. Do I want to go peachy today? I'm gonna take my Artist Couture and Jackie Aina highlighter, and this is in the shade La Peach. This was a limited edition item. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of these limited edition items being so poppin'. Like, y'all know damn well what y'all doing, so bring them back. This is a loose highlighter, and I'm taking this on a Morphe M510. This is a Morphe M510. Wow. Y'all see that? Okay, just had to make sure. I'm gonna take this on the ball of my nose, down the bridge. Can't forget the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna take my lash and pop that on. Now I'm gonna go with my favorite lip liner from ColourPop. This is in the shade Chi. Unfortunately, this was another collaboration that was limited edition. Now I'm gonna take my Bite Beauty lipstick. It's just like a pinky lipstick. This was actually like a custom lipstick that I made. See, I'm tempted to throw on a NYX Butter Gloss because it's just in my DNA. I love those glosses. Now I'm debating between Fenty Sweet Mouth, NYX Butter Gloss and Creme Brulee, or this ColourPop Juicy, So Juicy Lip Gloss in Roundabout. I'm gonna dab a little bit of this. I'm gonna take my Fenty Gloss Bomb in Sweet Mouth. Oh yes. First of all, I'm stupid for not putting this on the back of my hand, but it's okay. Y'all see how that y'all see how that just, okay. I just wanted to know if you know. Highlight, blush, yo, I think we're done. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the Fenty How Many Carats. Hold on, because now I want to put this on my cheekbones. So I've never actually used How Many Carats on my face, but now I'm really tempted. I don't know if I see anything. Oh, okay. So since I have that peachy shadow underneath, it's kind of just intensifying that. Oh, hold up. I've done it. Did it again. Before I forget, again, My Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Dark Brown, and I want to get into the habit of adding my moles back or my beauty marks back. I can never find the second one. I know one is over here. Nah, this look was not really intended, but I love how it came out. I'm feeling it. I love the colors that I picked out for this. It's super pretty. You know what this is giving me? This is giving me a venti mango dragon fruit with lemonade light ice. This is what it's giving me. The colors, like, I gotta do that. Thank you so much to everyone who already subscribed to me and liked my video and show me support. I do have an extremely small channel. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you, even if you're my personal close friends or even if you're complete strangers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, and while you're here, you might as well stay. Might as well check out another video. You know, pull up a chair, grab a drink or two, and enjoy.